if you want to have an idea of the background story, we need to go back into Genesis chapter 11. In Genesis chapter 11 from verse 27, it says, this is the account of Terah. Genesis 11 from 27 said, this is the account of Terah. Terah became the father of Abraham, Nahor, and Haran. So he had 3 sons. And Haran became the father of Lot. So it was the last son of Terah that gave birth to Lot. While his father Terah was still alive, Haran died in Hor of the Chaldees. So he died before his father. He died prematurely. So his son Lot was still very much alive. You can see that from the story. And then in verse 29 said, Abram and Nahor both married. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Micah. She was the daughter of Haran, the father of both Micah and Iscah. Now, Sarai was barren, she had no children. Terah took his son Abram, his grandson Lot, son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, the wife of his son Abram, and together they set out from the Hor of the Chaldees to go to Canaan. But when they came to Haran, they said to them, Terah lived 205 years and he died in Haran. So automatically, Lot was adopted by his uncle Abraham. So this was how Lot gets to start living with Abraham. And in Genesis chapter 12, you're going to find out that when God was calling Abraham out, Lot eventually was part of the people that exodus with Abraham. Now, what is the importance of why we're sharing this background story? Is so that for you to know the connection, that they were all family. They came from one grandfather called Terah. And Terah was the first person that he was the first person that was motivated to explore. You can see he was the first person that left their native land. But he died at the age of 205, so he could not continue with the journey. But his first son, Abram, not Abraham then, was with his father. And he took the son of his own child that died, Aaron. Aaron was the father of Lot, and he took him with him. Now, you need to understand this, that you see, that it was actually Abraham that eventually raised Lot. Do you understand that? It was Abraham that raised Lot. So to some of you, you have been so privileged, you have been so lucky to raise either the sons of one of your family, you have raised children in your house, you have done amazing things for people, but they have just paid you back with, they paid you back negatively. How do you care for such people? How do you help people that are a lot in your life? So you're going to find out that in Genesis chapter 13, to cut the story short, in Genesis chapter 13, there was a problem because Lot has become so blessed as a result of living with Abraham. Now, one thing you must understand, and this should be your testimony as from tonight, that whosoever lives with me, because I carry the blessings of God, they must be blessed. They must. You see, the Spirit of God in us is transferable. You see, the Spirit of God in you can reflect in the life of everybody around you. So you must have this understanding that if I come in contact, or somebody comes in contact with me, that person must be blessed, because I am a blessed person. You are a blessed person. So always see yourself this way. You are a blessed person. And make up your mind today. Is a choice. Is a choice. Is a choice. And I want you to choose the right thing. Tonight I will say, whosoever comes in contact with me, they will be blessed. Either they pay me right or not, they will be blessed. So in Genesis chapter 13, there was a dispute. Not between Lot and his uncle, but between the people that were working for them, because the two of them has become so blessed and the land could no longer contain them. And I always tell people this. You see, this is one thing I always tell people. If you remember when we're sharing that we tell our children the stories of God's blessings over our life, we need to be mindful of the things we tell people. Be very careful. You see, let us be very careful of the things we tell people in our lives. Let's be very careful of the stories you tell other people about your wife, about your husband. Be very careful of the things you tell your children. See, just be very careful of the things. Generally, be very careful. So, I think Lot must have told the people working for him that is he was blessed on his own, or they assumed, not knowing that the blessing that he's enjoying was actually the blessings of Abraham.
Oh yeah.
Do you get my point tonight? Now, this is where you need to be very careful. You see, we need to be very, very careful. And then, if you continue to study this, you find out that Abraham, his uncle, in his wisdom, says to him, just choose anywhere you want to go. The land is so vast, just choose. And you must see in Lot that Lot was a very selfish person. You know, can I tell you some of the qualities of Lot that we must run away from as from today? Number one, Lot was not only selfish, Lot was greedy.
Very.
He was a greedy person. You were raised. See, it was this your uncle that raised you, and you coveted the blessings of this your uncle. And you see, one of the dangerous people you can have in your life are people that are greedy and covetous. They can kill you.
Yes.
People that wants to buy the same shoe that you are buying, people that wants to buy the same bag in which you are buying. You understand me now? And you see, this is where it is important for the Holy Spirit to teach you. This is important for you to make sure that what you are taught in church, you just don't hear it and then it fizzles out. You sit down with the Holy Spirit. When I was in the university, I have the opportunity, and I always tell you, some of them are in the meeting. I have the opportunities of sitting down with people